Alright, hello everyone, my name is Shep, welcome back to the Butcher's Circus, and today we're going to be fighting a familiar face. As we all know, familiarity breeds contempt, and today I'm going to be playing against Randaru. So this person in the previous video played with meme teams, and now they're going to play with meme teams once again, and it's actually going to be 3 different matches, all of them with different meme teams, and I don't know what to expect. So I can see that the first one is going to be a Quadrastun team, so I am very glad I brought an Arbalest, I can tell you that much already. And I'm gonna start off by guarding the doggy here. So Shep, what are you doing today? What is this funny team setup you have here? Well, the team setup I have today is something that I threw together in literally under 30 seconds. I just thought, you know what, I want to see big damage finales, so I'm gonna bring a character to guard, I'm gonna bring a character to spam the command buffs, and I'm gonna bring someone to just make everything work well together. So that's gonna be the Arbol. She's gonna be doing damage support, she's gonna be healing, and she's gonna be flaring those stuns away and the debuffs and all that nonsense. So I'm actually gonna drop a bolster here, even though I'm not really going against stress, because my opponent doesn't really have any sort of accuracy buffs. I mean, all of their characters have accuracy trinkets, at least a little bit, even if it's only +8 or +6. But here comes the triple stun. Is it actually gonna go through? So somehow my opponent hit my Jester with 50 dodge, so they went for like a 60 in hit. Then they hit my doggy with 72 dodge, they went for a 40 in hit, and now they went for my Men-at-Arms and got a 60% stun. However, I have an ability called Illuminating Flare, and I clear literally all 3 of the stuns, so yeah, kind of difficult for my opponent. They go for the blackjack now, they thankfully miss, and I can drop the battle balance. And Randaru is just in the chat going like, F, oh my god, you gotta be kidding me, and then doing like the, how do you put it, instead of the smiley face, you have the smiley face but turned to the other side, so it's like mirrored. I think that usually means sarcasm, which, you know, does make sense. I would be feeling a little bit down if I were playing against an Arbalest and I had my Quadrastun team. It's hilarious because 2 stuns, amazing. 1 stun, very, very good. 3 stuns, it's kinda too much. And then 4 stuns, it's obviously way too much. Like, completely unnecessary amount of stuns. The reason it doesn't work very well is because the stuns themselves aren't OP. If you have just stuns and you don't have a damage dealer, you're not gonna win the match. You need to bring someone down to 0 and then use the stuns to like remove guards and remove that sort of stuff. My opponent once again keeps stunning my freaking doggy. I have 77 dodge. Can you stop doing that? It's actually kind of annoying, but I'm gonna drop the command buffs now, and after they go for their final stun, I'm gonna flare again, and then I'm gonna guard again, and I'm gonna drop yet another command buff, and hopefully, with the Reaper Shroud and the Blood Red Coin, so that's gonna be an extra 40 damage, with that I will be able to do some very nasty things here. So I have to go for the flare right now. I could go for the shot into a finale immediately, maybe on the doggy, but I want to see like the biggest finale damage numbers, so I'm gonna be going for that instead. You go for the stunning blow now on my Jester, that's quite a bit of damage, which is unfortunate. I'm gonna go for the guard here, which does have one problem, that problem being the Abomination existing. So not only do you have stuns to break my guard, you also have Transform Slam, but my opponent doesn't go for it, they go for the Bile instead and get a double miss. That's very fortunate for me. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the command buff now, and then I'm going to flare, and then I'm gonna have another damage buff, hopefully, on my Dirk Stab, and my damage is gonna be wrapping up. Randaru says both teams are dog shit. I love it. Yeah, they really are. Both teams really are not very ideal, I will say that much. But I think my team might be a bit better. Yeah, maybe a bit better. This is definitely a counter matchup, but I think my team is ever so slightly better to my opponent. So they're gonna go for the Dazzling Light. Please miss. Oh, yes, they actually get a miss there. Okay, what's my finale numbers right now? 15 to 27. That's not too bad. Yeah, that's with just 2 buffs, by the way. It's gonna keep going up. I'm gonna go for the Dirk Stab here. Wow, 10 to 19? Okay, in that case, Yeah, that's a lot of damage. 13, that wasn't even a max roll. Holy, that's without the Blood Red Coin damage, by the way. I still need to drop a Hound Sari, but am I gonna have time to drop a Hound Sari? I don't think so. I genuinely don't think so. The reason I don't think I have time is because then my dodge goes away, and then I'm gonna be stunned, and then you have to guard, but then you're gonna be stunned. Yeah, it's a bit rough. It's a bit rough, but thankfully that action doesn't turn out too well for my opponent. Look at my accuracy, by the way. I have 2 command buffs. 2 command buffs equals crits, as we all know, and now all the characters are bleeding, so my damage is just increased exponentially. So if I were to go for the finale right now, I can tell you it's gonna do a lot of damage. Please fail. Please fail this time. Please fail this time. Oh, that's so valuable. Okay, do I want to be greedy and go for another command buff, or do I want to go for my action right now? Oh, I have so much damage. I gotta go for it. I gotta go for it, man. How much damage does Dirks have? 10 to 18, 12 to 21, 16 to 30. Oh, it's a lot of damage, but it's not guaranteed. I would have to roll for the crit or a very high roll. Yeah, it's not guaranteed. I guess I'll just do another Dirk Stab. Yeah, just 10 to 18 damage. Crit for 24! Oh, Chester, you hurt so much. Oh, that is really freaking cool. Can you imagine if this Jester actually had like a reasonably good team, but yeah, the only reason you're doing this much damage is because of your team buffing you up like this. But now with another damage buff, oh, if I could drop another command buff here, and yeah, I think that would be too good to be true there. I think my opponent's gonna be able to stun me now and do all sorts of nasty things. If they stun my doggy right now, it's gonna be terrible because I have to heal the Jester to make sure that he doesn't drop to Death Star. Dropping to Death Star here is really gonna reduce my damage. They actually go Divine Grace. Wow, that's insane. They think that they can actually heal for enough. They really can't. But I'm gonna heal right now, and yeah, that's a lot of damage. It's plus 75, plus 160, plus 40 here. Oh, they're gonna go for Divine Grace. Thank you so much for doing this. I'm gonna go for the finale. I don't care anymore. How much damage am I doing? 20 to 36. Come on, give me the crit. Ooh, crit 47 into 15 prot. You wanna know what's funny? Crit 47, right? That sounds like a very big number, you know. I had to spend 5 rounds, literally 5 rounds setting up that crit 47. You wanna know what's funny? If I had like a bounty hunter or something, or if I had the mark on Houndmaster, I could just go for a mark on the character, shoot them with the Arballs, and I would crit for 44. That's just 1 turn of setup, as opposed to, like, what, 12 actions of setup? Yeah, just Arbalest things, I guess. But now that she's actually in position 3, I can start being stunned, so I might actually be in for a rough time right now. Hopefully not, but yeah, if my Arbalest gets perma-stunned right now, which my opponent is definitely gonna try to do, things could turn out for the worse. Okay, here comes Blackjack. Somehow I dodged. Don't ask me how. Do I want to drop Bellows? Yeah, let's drop the Bellows. I'm in doubt. I am in doubt. I have good accuracy. What? Ah, says my opponent. Yeah, decent accuracy. 118 versus 37 dodge. Yeah, like an 80 hit chance. Maybe even a bit better than an 80, like an 81, but you know, what can I do? Such is the way of the Butcher Circus. Well, they're gonna do that. I kinda wanna drop a Polo right now. I am gonna eat Riposte for it, but I'm still gonna do it because I don't wanna get perma-stunned. And of course doing damage to 2 characters and getting 2 knockbacks. Look at all that value. This ability is the Arbal's weak ability, by the way. You know, she gets disrupted and you have a weak ability to kind of reposition yourself. Yeah, that's this one. It's so weak, I love it. Okay, goes for the Blackjack. There he goes. No more guard for the Jester. Not that I care too much anymore. And I'm just gonna go ahead and drop the Bellow. I don't want your bonk to hurt that much, Miss Vestal, so hopefully that's not something that happens. The doggy goes irrational. I would too, buddy. I would too. At this point, if you like... It doesn't make sense, because imagine you apply, like, essentially what is a concussion to 3 characters, making all of them dazed, like barely unable to act. Dazed, reeling, about to break, really. And then an Arbalest just throws a flare up in the sky, and somehow that completely removes the concussion. I don't know how that works, but you know, it's not even Butcher Circus magic, it's Arbalest magic, because she's the only character that does that. Yeah, it's not a Butcher Circus thing, it's an Arbalest thing, because, you know, she's totally balanced. Okay, the Abomination goes for the transform. Who's he gonna hurt? He's gonna hurt my doggy. How dare you? The big doggy harassing the small doggy here. But I don't mind that much. I can just go for a heal, honestly, and things will turn out okay. My team is kind of on the verge of collapse here. My characters have taken a lot of damage. Roro Raggy, I'm effed, says my opponent. I don't know why they say that, but yeah, my team is sort of on the verge of collapse right now. My Jester is very low on HP, my Man at Arms is dropping to 0, my Doggy is probably going to be dropping to 0 very soon as well again. My Arbalist can heal the characters, but she's the only character that can heal the characters, so that's kind of a problem here. I'm just gonna go for a sniper shot here on the Abomination. He's the healthiest character alive right now. I definitely don't want to bola and give my opponent a stun. That wouldn't be too smart. I'm just gonna go for the Mace Bash here. Thankfully it tickles. Absolutely tickles, so I am okay. And I'm gonna cause maybe 2 afflictions here, or maybe just 1. Maybe 2 if there's a Houndmaster act out. Is there a Doggy act out? No, there isn't. Okay, just 1 affliction. I'll roll with it. Goes abusive. I would do Vestal. Somehow these freaking morons let themselves get pushed by a bola, and now you're stuck in position 1. I would go abusive too. Yeah, my damage has definitely died down a little bit. Could you imagine if I buffed the finale up to 280 though? Like, this could have been taken like way further than it did. Like, if I was against a Revenge Leper, if I brought Emboldening Vapors, if I waited until I got Finale plus 280% damage, and also had 4 command buffs, because I only had 3, and you know, 3 is very good. But if I had 4 command buffs, it would be plus 25, the Emboldening Vapors plus 75, and then like an extra few buffs on that would be like what, an extra 120 damage? They have plus 200% damage on top of what we already had. That would hurt, that would indeed hurt. You know what, I'm gonna make this fun. I'm not gonna heal with my characters. I don't feel like that would be fair right now. My opponent says Quadrastun not work. It might work, it might work. Ow, how does Quadrastun not work? Everyone knows stuns are the most broken abilities in the Butcher's Circus. How did it not work? Come on, give it back to me. I didn't heal. No, you healed the Justice. How dare you? I didn't heal for you, and now you drop a heal. How could you betray me like this? I feel horribly betrayed. Damn. Well, I'm just gonna drop a Harry here. Do you think he could do 0 damage? Actually, he might. He might do 0 damage here. He might very well do 0. He has a Rational and 2 Battle debuffs, so that's minus 50% damage into 15 prot and 20 prot. Yeah, I imagine he's doing 0. Oh no, he actually did 0 here, but he actually did damage to the Arbalist, so that's terrifying, really. But I'm gonna drop a Bellow now. Please apply the debuff. Okay, I do apply. I've been getting very lucky with these debuffs on the doggy. I don't have a debuff chance. Trinketini has very good debuff chance. So I don't know how that's been possible, but it is what's been happening, so I will not complain. I'm gonna drop a Dirk Stamp here. I could have moved back and then dropped a solo the next round for the stress win. I probably should have done that, but you know, I'm not using the 30 seconds in the bar as I typically should. I am kind of memeing around here. I'm not going for the absolute best play. Yeah, it does do 0 damage. Did it? Yeah, it did 0 damage there as well. Wonderful. Okay, what's the best play right now? Maybe just a Hound Harry. Yeah, my opponent sends a crying face. I would do. Yeah, just irrational things, right? And all the stress, it really is stacking up. This is kind of a stress team, isn't it? I just realized, yeah, if you have Unmastered Men at Arms and a solo, it kind of becomes a stress team. And you know, the Arbalist is kind of like a support Arbalist, but instead of having a Flagellant, and then you have yourself a very weird Chef Stress number 5, instead of having that, you have a doggy here, which is weird. It's definitely weird. I'm gonna go for the kill. I'm gonna go for the death blow. Come on, Dirk Snap, don't let me down. And we get to 50. Nice, nice. Bozo down. Now it's only the Vestal and the doggy, so I'm gonna go for the death blow onto... I'm sorry, doggy. I'm gonna go for the doggy, and now it is only the Vestal. Is it? No, she's gone as well. They're following like dominoes. And round 4, all the characters are gone, so let's go for meme team number 2. Alright, and here we go into a match number 2, and my opponent says this one was actually tested. And I must say, this doesn't look that bad, honestly. This looks like a support flagellant that forgot to bring Suffer, and looks like a pretty normal stress frontline, as well as a mana arm suspend bellow. This is weird because you shouldn't really have the flagellant. I mean, you shouldn't have these 3 characters together. They're frontliners, so the max you should have is like 2. The team doesn't look that bad, I must say. Not too bad whatsoever. I'm gonna start off with a bolster. I probably should have started off with the Bulwark just to reduce the damage, but I have quite an interesting setup here myself. Oh, please don't push me, please don't push me. I have Glorious Standard. No, please don't push me. Ah. As expected, I get pushed to the back. As completely as expected, so I guess I'm just gonna delay my Emboldening Vapors. It's fine, I'm just gonna delay it, I'm gonna move back, and I'm gonna drop the block and fight here anyway. My opponent doesn't bring the net, and I bring the move resistance trinket, and I still get knocked around because there's no justice in this round. But yeah, today I have a Plague Doctor here to buff up the Highman, and then I have a very tanky frontline, with the Men Arms having a tanky setup, and with the Crusader having a tanky support setup. So hopefully you can make some things happen here. Oh god, look at the brat on that. Oh jeez. Yeah, this is gonna be atrocious, I can tell you that much already. I'm just gonna go for the Vendetta here on the Abomination, and I'm gonna drop the Duelist Advance the next round. Yeah, my plan is to just keep everyone alive with these 2 frontliners, just stay alive for as long as possible, and now the Flagellant moves forward, okay. And while I do that, the Highman can just spam Grapeshot Blast with a lot of damage, hopefully, and things just turn out for the better for me. But yeah, that's not too sure if that's gonna happen here. So I'm gonna drop the Emboldening Vapors now. I should have a lot of damage. I should be able to, with a Duelist Advance crit, like do like 25 damage right now, except you know, my opponent has a bit of protection. Oh, that's not that much protection. Maybe I can still hurt. Yeah, 14, not too shabby, I guess, but there is one problem, which is the fact that my opponent is gonna start spamming Bellows anytime soon. But I at least can use Rally to the Flame here to kind of just clear the Bellows. One good thing about this setup overall is that if my opponent tries to bleed me or do things of the likes, jeez, even my trinkets are not working. I have stun resistance and move resistance. Both of them fail miserably, just unbelievable. If my opponent tries to bleed me, I do have Battlefield Medicine in the back, and my opponent sorta can't disrupt it. So that's actually, like, really freaking cool. I'm gonna start spamming Bellows here just to, you know, hopefully apply some debuffs and do a little bit of stress at the same time, but of course I fail 90% chance debuffs, and also miss the Crusader somehow. Don't ask me how that happened, but okay, I'm just gonna pass my turn. Now the Flagellant's probably gonna go punish here on someone. If he stacks, please don't get to bleed. If he stacks too many punishes, I will try punishing that with my Battlefield Medicine, but for now I'm gonna drop the Emboldening Vapors here. I feel like if this match goes on for a while, I will eventually win, because I have a lot of anti-stress, and now I'm fully set up, and I also have a Plague Doctor. The Plague Doctor here is gonna be an absolute queen, because she can drop the Plague Grenade, which is absolutely gonna shred this backline, and she can also heal the bleeds and the blight, so that's also gonna be super freaking useful. Right now I'm thinking of just dropping a Bellow here, just reduce my opponent's damage a little bit, hopefully. Yeah, okay, I get 3 characters with the Bellow debuffs this time around, sure. 10 stress, really not a lot. I have to do 20 Bellows, 20 rounds of Bellows to cause heart attacks, which is actually less than you'd think, because some matches do go to like round 25, but you don't really count how many Bellows there were. I mean, you do count the Bellows, but you don't look at the bars and think like, yeah, that was all Bellows. You usually don't do that, which is kind of an interesting to think of. Okay, I'm gonna drop the Grapeshot Blast now. It's tickling, it's absolutely tickling. It's sad, but such is the way of the Butcher's Circus. I don't actually even have Bellow debuffs on me. It's purely just, you know, me not having a damage trinket here, and also the protection just being a bit too strong. So really not too much I can do, but, you know, I just have to suck it up. I'm gonna drop a heal now. I get the crit 16 on the wrong character, sadly, but I do have Death Star recovery now, but I felt like I had to drop the emboldening vapors regardless. So, you know, I'm just gonna chill with it. Now, the most horrible thing that could happen right now is for my opponent to go for a Manacles and somehow get a crit for 6 on my Crusader. Oh, they're gonna go for it. Oh, come on. 7? Seriously, 7 damage. Even with 50 prot, it should not hurt for 7. Come on. Yeah, they can spam these Spile here, like, easily. This team isn't bad. Like, if I had, like, a normal damage team like WD, I would just shred through this. I would pull the Man at Arms, these two bozos don't know what to do in the back, and then I could bring a character down and easily kill them, but yeah, that's not what's gonna happen today. I don't think. I mean, I say easily kill them, but I'd still have to deal with Crusader heal and the Flashlands Reclaim, so it wouldn't be easily, but you know, I would win eventually against something like this with a damage team. But, and most stress teams probably would win as well here, like if you had Demon Spool or something like that, because you're probably gonna have way more stress output than your opponent's side, I feel. But, you know, I have to suck it up. Okay, I could try to go for a preemptive heal here, probably not gonna work out too well for me. I could go ahead and move forward with the Duelist Advance, which I will. I might try to exhaust the Flagellant in this situation. Doesn't look like there's too much else I can do, so I'm just gonna do that. Exhausting the Flagellant means just getting rid of his Redeems and his Exsanguinates after a while, and just trying to win through that. Once he does run out of heals, things hopefully turn out for the better for you. Oh, that is very good, actually. I get a crit 17 on the Repulse, which is, you know, pretty nice. So I guess the 7 was a mineral after all. Yeah, it must have been a mineral. And I also get the stun resist because of the Sturdy Buckle. Thank goodness. Okay, I might try to preemptively heal here, actually. I would go up to, like, 4 HP, which isn't very much whatsoever. I could just heal with him, or I could stress heal. I need to stress heal here, that's the problem. I really need to stress heal. It's stacking up. If I start getting afflictions, my world is gonna turn upside down, so I'm gonna try going for some stress heals, because I do have the Inspiring Cry with the Glorious Standard, as well as a lot of stress mitigation, and my opponent doesn't have a lot of stress output to start with. I think going for the early Redeem there is sort of a misplay. I don't think that was too smart, but no, it is what my opponent went for. Now I could drop a heal here as well, and then give myself even more HP, or I could start going for stress heals immediately. I'm gonna drop a heal here just so I don't drop the Death Store next round with my Crusader, and then I'll do the stress heals. It would be nice if my opponent transformed now, because then I could clear the horror as well with this. But yeah, I'm definitely taking some stress. Only 7 on the Crusader, that's barely anything though, let's be honest. Yeah, pretty much doesn't exist. Non-existent stress output, and now I'm gonna go for the Void Grenades. I get a crit on the wrong character, but you know, not really the wrong character, because the stress will also help me out here. If he does take a lot of stress, this is gonna be kind of a back and forth match, I can tell you that much already. Yeah, these crits really aren't hurting him, but they are causing stress, which is what matters. Most definitely what matters. Okay, do I want to drop? I'm gonna actually drop the Bellow debuff here, hopefully to get a bit more Bellow debuffs on there, and also get that Abomination close to the Affliction. Yeah, there's gonna be a big back and forth that we have right now. We're gonna go and drag ourselves through the mud to try and win this match against one another. These teams seem to be equally matched, or at least, you know, relatively well matched against one another, because the Plague Doctor is actually the game carrier in this situation, believe it or not. Okay, that debuff is kind of annoying, but I really have to deal with the stress situation right now, so I could try to exhaust that debuff. I'm not sure if I've... Oh, crap. I have to get into the Repulse now. Damn, that's bad. I have to do it. Yeah, they're really unfortunate for that to happen, but you know, not too much I can do about it. Thankfully, I don't take that much stress from it, and if the bleeds and blights do stack up too much, I can always just drop the good old Golden Vapors. So Repulse for 5, yeah, it really doesn't do that much, does it? And now I could choose either of the two. I'm gonna go for him. He is the damage dealer in the team after all, so I'm gonna go for him. And now my opponent is... Because if they went for the Punisher, they would have gotten the Affliction immediately, which I don't want. I'm gonna do that, and then start of next round, I'm gonna go for the... That's so sucks. But yeah, I'm gonna go for the Crusader now. You know, it does give me a 15% Virtue chance. If I was lucky enough to get the Virtue here, it would be absolutely amazing, but honestly... That's wishful thinking, Shepherd. I do not expect the 15% virtue. It would be very good, but I am not expecting that to be a possibility here, sadly. Well, now my opponent is in a position where they can get an Affliction on my side. All they have to do is drop a Zealous. I do imagine it does enough stress here with both the trinkets that they have. The Repulse. Ooh, the Repulse hurts them. It does hurt them. I could go for the Duelist Advance on there. I mean, I don't have a follow-up. I don't really have a follow-up, but if I get lucky, I don't know, it could work. I'm gonna go for it. That's an Affliction as well, by the way. They do 0 damage on the Repulse because I have 20 prot and I have value debuffs and all that. It's still 0 damage, kind of surprising. And they go Irrational. I highly doubt that Plague Grenade does damage here, but it is a threat. It is definitely a threat. My opponent might try guarding regardless. Yeah, they try guarding here, even though they don't have to. There's no way Plague Grenade would do damage, but they still try to go for a guard, which is funny to say the very least. To try healing here, not too valuable. My opponent says in hindsight, I wonder what they're gonna say, but I'm just gonna drop the Bellow. I should have brought the the Protector's Kite. Oh, the guard, right? On the Men at Arms instead of the Pit Fighter's Helm. Yeah, I mean, 80 prot is very nice as well as the stress dealt, but if you're trying to use them to guard, then, you know, having the Protector's Kite would definitely give you much more value than that. Kinda want to. I kinda want to as well. Can I high roll the damage? Nah, look at this, 0. I pressed on A-bomb. They say I pressed on A-bomb, but it went to the Men at Arms somehow. Yeah, I just do 0 damage. It sucks. I don't even do stress with it. I do 9. Oh, come on. Yeah, it does suck, doesn't it? Well, they go for the rally to the flame anyway, so there's still recovery. Do I want to drop this now? Yeah, okay, let's drop this now. This is gonna get rid of the belly debuffs on me, and the flagellant is going down to 0 here. I get a knockback as well, which might be good, because now if they transform Slam, the flagellant would be put out of position, so that would be pretty nice. Remember to hydrate, chaps. This is a longer video, so I do have to hydrate. Having those very long matches, definitely quite a difficult, different experience for the Butcher Circus, really. I've missed them though, I've missed these different experiences. It's been a while since I've had a match go this long that wasn't just, you know, Immortal Musketeer being Immortal Musketeer. I do like these sorts of situations, usually like when it's a 2v2 at the end, it should be pretty fun. That's probably gonna happen in this scenario actually, with the Crusader being around. Crusader is a character that finds himself in 2v2s quite often if you bring this sort of setup. Ah, that actually happens. Okay, so they're forced into a transform here, and who are they gonna push? Also, I did not get a virtue on the Men at Arms, but I didn't have a virtue chance, so, you know, so be it. They're gonna go for the slam. Did they get it? They do. Well, that means I have to drop a ball. That means I have to drop another PBS here. I could drop a Zealous right now as well if I really want to. I'm gonna keep my Zealous turn. I am gonna keep my Zealous turn. I'm gonna heal the Crusader here. Maybe not the smartest play because the Manacles could do enough damage, but I highly doubt it. And I want to keep my Zealous turn just in case they want to be greedy and move forward here. So then the Zealous will potentially get the death blow, but no, they don't move forward. Okay, that's fine. That's perfectly reasonable. And now I want to heal stress on some character. So let's say you, right? Yeah, let's say you. So not only do we get a big stress heal, we also get a big horror clear and the virtue chance. So the virtue chance is not gonna matter because we're not gonna get a chance of getting the virtue in the first place. I want to heal the Plague Doctor after this. We want to prevent afflictions here. Oh, 90. Yeah, I gotta heal her. I gotta heal her, so let's drop that right there, make sure she doesn't go afflicted. If she gets like a pass or two, she's our most valuable character right now. If she gets a pass or two, it's pretty much over. in a nutshell here. So I definitely don't want that to happen. My opponent goes zealous when they when they kind of don't have to, but oh god, that hurts. Yeah, that hurts quite a bit. They're gonna get this towards checks now, which is unfortunate. I go fearful. No, my virtue chant. Wow, that was actually a lot of stress. I was at 37. How did I take 50 stress? Excuse me? I was at 37. How did I take so much? Between the bellow and that? Jesus, okay. Well, it would appear that the buffoon is flummoxed. All my characters are dropping to 0 HP here. You know, while I do think the Plague Doctor is a very nice character to have, I must admit having an Antiquarian here for the Rejuvenating Vapors probably would have been better. Also an Antiquarian with like Materia Pestis to go festering. Oh my god, my opponent's team would crumble. It would be really fun. Now, they go for the stun there. Did they get it? They do not! Yeah, look at that sturdy buckle value. I am dropping to the star here, but you know, what can I do about it? The Man-at-Arms is still guarding, so I mean, I'm gonna absolutely tickle right now. Could go for my own Man-at-Arms turn, but it's not gonna make a difference. They have to click there anyway, so I'm gonna do this. Yeah, crit for 8. Yeah, it's really not that much. Now I would love to do a lot. Wasn't that a 90? They're asking, wasn't that a 90 on the stun? I have the sturdy buckle, my friend. I have a very good stun chances. You also have spiked chain, but my sturdy buckle definitely helps me out a bit more. So it's like a 35 to resist the stun, which isn't that much, but you know, I somehow get lucky enough to get it twice, so I will very much celebrate. I will not celebrate at missing the Crusader once again, so no virtue or no resolve check on him yet, which is very unfortunate for me. But now I have to try salvaging the situation. I feel like my opponent made a misplay here. I feel like Zealous just absolutely wrecks me right now, so not doing that is kind of weird. Come on. Oh. A 15 and a 30, and I don't get either virtue. Where is the justice? Where is the justice? There is no justice in this world, champ. You should know that by now. And yeah, even with a 30 virtue chance, like, come on. It would have been so cool to get it. Like, can you imagine a courageous right there? Yeah, that would be balanced, right? Super balanced. Okay, I'm not in danger of being hit immediately. I could drop a plague grenade here. That would help me out quite a bit, right? Could also drop a duelist advance. He's not the first character acting, so it should be fine. Oh, why? Carl. Yeah, that really sucks, doesn't it? That really sucks. Okay, I somehow get a dodge on there. I'm very happy about that, but damn. If I had gotten that duelist advance right there, if I had like powerful or something, jeez. Yeah, what can you do, man? What can you do? I'm just gonna drop plague grenades here. I feel like I have to go aggressive. Healing myself for 3 into a beast pile is just gonna make my situation worse. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna hope that he does 0 damage anyway into my protection, and I just have to go aggressive right now. So he goes masochistic, which is literally the best affliction to get, and at least the Crusader goes hopeless, which is pretty bad. So we got hopeless and irrational on there, so I'm happy about those two. And now I'm just gonna drop a bellow here. Hopefully it hits with my excellent 90 accuracy. Oh, that's close. Oh, that's very close. I failed a blight too, by the way, but you know, I don't have blight skill chances. I brought exotic snuff instead. Oh, come on! 35 prot! 35! 35 prot and you still get it. Jeez, with 2 bellow debuffs, Destor recovery, irrational, and you still do damage with a stupid minus 90 damage mod ability. It's just nasty, honestly, it's all I can say about it. Yeah, this was a pure case of this was a pure case of Flatron just being a better healer and support character than the Plague Doctor is. I mean, let's be honest. The Flatron can bleed, so even though I can cure the bleeds, he can do them, apply more direct damage than I can heal. and he can also do stress at the same time, so naturally he's better. He can also support the other characters better than I can because he has Reclaim and Redeems, and also dropping to the store heals, so he's much better at healing the other characters than my Plague Doctor actually was. And not only that, it doesn't end there. Of course, if they go toe-to-toe with one another, it's pretty obvious who's gonna win, right? And while he's completely immune to stress, my Plague Doctor is very far from that. So even in the Plague Doctor's literal perfect habitat, this could not be any better for the Plague Doctor. No one can reach her, she can spam Plague Grenade all she wants, she can heal characters' bleeds. Even with all this going technically our way, she still sucks. She still freaking sucks. Goddamn Plague Doctor, really letting me down today. Could I still win this? The only way I could win this is if my opponent just decides to throw the match and not heal anymore with the Flagellant, because, you know, he isn't afflicted, so I'm not gonna get any funny act-outs on that. And he still has, what, he still has his 3 Exsanguinates. I did exhaust 2 of his redeems, but, you know, still 3 Exsanguinates, like, how are you gonna deal with that? So yeah, here's the thing, yeah, I may have, oh, you know, look at that bleed value, I can cure right now and cure the bleeds and heal myself out of the store. If I do that, there's just a punish, and, you know, then I take even more stress, and then I'm dead to a bellow, so it's just bad all around. It only gets worse as the Hopeless almost oofs himself. I'm gonna go for the Duelist Advance here, give my opponent a choice. You can try go for the heal and risk it. If Hopeless passes, I will go for the Zealous and I will get a 20% death blow chance. Or you can click your Flagellant, go for the Exsanguinate. You get hit by the 20% death blow chance if you go for the Highman. Or go for the, oh, they say Leroy! Oh, the dodge! I actually dodged, 24 dodge. Okay, is there a chance? Is there a chance? If I kill the Flagellant, I can still win this. Come on. No! Crusader, you dumbass! Oh! No, don't heal, don't heal. No! My chance! Oh, I had one chance. Oh my god. Okay, healing might generally be the play here. Yeah. I might have to heal right now. As much as I hate it, I have to heal right now. Just to make sure that I don't die immediately to like a Manacles here. Make my opponent not want to go for it. They're still gonna go for it, I think. Or, no, they actually go be Smiled. That's potentially a throw. That is potentially a throw. They should guard the Flagellant right now. All they have to do is make sure the Flagellant lives and they'll be fine. Oh, he moves forward. Okay, that's helpful. Thank you, Masochistic, but sadly can't do anything worse than that at this point. So, apart from moving forward again, that would be very good actually. No more Zealots, yeah, that would be amazing. I guess Masochistic was good after all, huh? Yeah, who could have guessed? Well. It would appear that the Buffoon is flummoxed. A bellow is just stress for me. What are they thinking of? They pass! Why do they pass? I don't know, I'm not gonna pass. I'm sorry, man. But there's no world where I pass here. Oh god, Zealous doesn't do enough damage, does it? Don't pass, I effed up, says my opponent. Yeah, Zealous does not do enough damage here, that's kind of the problem. It literally says 2 to 4 right there. Yeah, no, there's no way. I all-tapped, as my opponent. They're so confident in their ability to win this match that they all-tapped for 0 reason as well, they say. Oh jeez, can you do that again? Can you alt-tab again? I'm gonna tell them. Alt-tab again, please. The smiley face. Oh, they actually go aggressive, the madman. They're gonna give me a chance. Okay, I'm definitely gonna go for the 20 now. I don't think I'll do 0 damage. They say no. They say flat out just no. Okay, sure thing, man. Please don't. Okay. Riposo. -1. And I go Paranoid in the back. Did I have a Virtue chance? No. Oh, I did have a Virtue chance. I failed 2 15s and 30. And the 35 on the Flagellant as well. I am very close to clicking this white flag. Very freaking close. The only reason I'm not clicking it is because the Man-at-Arms could go forward with Masochistic. But then you can move back. Oh, not Defender, come on. No, there's no way I win this anymore. I'm just um, I'm just gonna drop the play grenade for the walls, and that's gonna be GG for today. So I would see my opponent's third team, but this video has gone on long enough. Sadly, while my team was pretty funny, it didn't really do enough. It was really close to taking that flat one out, but I kind of needed a little bit better of a deathblow chance here to be able to succeed, so that's usually why you shouldn't put Plague Doctor in your teams, because even though she's, she's a cool gal, but she's definitely not good enough. Anyway, that's all for today. Hope you all enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you again another time. Cheers.